Hello, welcome to the channel. In this video we are going to be discussing and exploring what does wealth look like and feel like to you. Will be an experiential video. If you really want to take the most out of this, get a pen and paper out, open up your computer, do whatever you like to do. But let's explore what it really means to you to be wealthy. And the purpose of doing this is so that you can, one, get clarity on the target, the thought forms, the electric side, which is the visual details of what it looks like. But then we lock on to the frequency of that timeline of your highest and best through the feelings. I've done this a few different times, and I haven't ever done it in this exact way, but I have written out what is the feeling of the wish fulfilled? And that is something that I would put in my phone notes and then try to read it. But my notes just keep growing, and I find that I don't end up going back and rereading it. It's a very intentional thing to do that. So if you can do that, that's great. But also it makes sense to periodically just rewrite it out and reconnect with it as you are now, because those things might have changed a little bit of what your goals are and what the dream is and what wealth is for you, the way you conceptualize what that is, what you're shooting for, right? So we're going to jump into it, but first I'm going to clear the space with some frequency. That way we can have a clean slate for this message. And if you found yourself on this video, you clicked on the title, it called to you, just know that this is a message for you, channeled through me from your higher self. And my intention is that this message is for your highest and best good. Hopefully it will give you an idea of some value. And doing the exercise is a plus, but you don't necessarily have to do the exercise. But at some point do it. If you're busy now, if you're driving or whatever, don't do it now. But do it at some point, because this is going to be needed for you to dial into your specific target frequency. So everybody's is different. And that unique combination creates a slightly different target. And then it needs to resonate with what really connects with your heart and what you feel. So we'll get into it. And this will be a shorter video than the hour-long deep dives. If you're interested in the more deep explorative videos, then check out the other videos on the channel. Let's clear the space. Oh, here it is. Also, if you're new here, my name is Jaden, and this is PathTune, where we are charting a course towards the shores of your highest potential. Sorry, it's a little chaotic there. So as I do this, just take a deep breath, because we are slowing down. And release with intention, using the breath as a conduit for the energy to be released. Breathe in them good frequencies. Let's go for it! Alright, my friend. Let's explore. what does wealth look like for me? And I actually wanted to do this for myself. So what I'm going to do is write this out for me. And I'm not going to get completely finished because I do think some things are just for you, right? So I don't need to share every detail of what my goals and dreams and what wealth looks like and feels like for me, but we will share a lot. And the purpose of me sharing this is so that you can get ideas of what it means for you. But make sure, and you can feel free to take one of these and make it your own, or just take it, because we are living a shared human experience, so we do want some of the same things. But please just personalize it for your unique experience and desires. Cool. So what does wealth look like for me? It looks like travel, doing what I want when I want. And it does help to kind of slow down and take some breaths, and we just kind of did that, but like I want to make the intention to connect with my higher self and my future self that lives my highest and best timeline, and connecting to that and let that information flow through me now in my mind, and let the ideas come to mind. Because we get caught up in our current life, and sometimes we're in the box and we can't think outside the box. But this is to help you think outside the box. Let's go, break it out of the cage. All right. So travel. That's like travel. I want to say travel the world. It's good to be specific. Doing what I want when I want. That's just, and obviously for nothing to hurt other people, but doing what I want when I want is basically coming down to freedom. So it's the freedom to do what I want when I want. And what that is, it doesn't equal, but it kind of means money. Because the money gives you more freedom of time and resources to be able to buy the experiences or the tickets to the experiences, whether it's travel or hotel rooms and just everything that all that costs. So, but don't make from what I've learned and what I would recommend is don't make the focus be the money, because the money, I've talked about it in previous videos, but money is just a measuring system. It's just a measurement system, just like inches on a ruler are. Money measures wealth in our society, but it is not true wealth. It is just a means to the end. So when we say wealth, it's much, much, much more than money. So that's part of why we're doing this. So what true wealth is that freedom. What else? What does wealth look like? It looks like a home filled with things I love and enjoy. And we will go into a more in-depth goal setting exercise in the future where we really take every individual category of the realms of life and break and map it all out. And that's a great exercise to go through. But that takes 1 to 2 hours to really do it justice. So this is going to be kind of a quick version of that. A home filled with the things I love and enjoy. And I'm thinking more material at this point. But we will go on the next part. We're going to go into what does it feel like. So a home, what does it look like? It's a connections, we'll say authentic, genuine connections with people I love, experiences and opportunities to grow, learn, explore, expand, play, laughter, fun. It looks like I have fun. It looks like I'm having fun with life. With a home filled with things and people I love and enjoy. But it's basically my sanctuary. What else? What else does wealth look like? For me, yeah, experiences, opportunities. So that this would include like events. And I hope you're doing this too. We're just kind of exploring this together. You don't have to have it all. It takes a minute to build it all out. And then sometimes you'll think of something or you'll get an idea and you'll have to add it later. So don't think you have to have this completely finished right now, but just write down what comes to mind. I really encourage you to do this with me. So what else could be, what is describing what wealth looks like? Wealth looks like freedom. It looks like travel. It looks like the things that kind of wraps it up. So that's getting the things. I mean, you can look at the car. If I'm not, the car is not important to me. Wealth looks like health. Health is wealth. So that is like quality food, water, and other nutritional things for optimizing your health and biohacking. If you giving your body more than it needs, wouldn't that be wealth? If you can do the things that are extra, like we're just meeting the requirements of an optimized body is one thing, and that's like a big goal to get to, because we're so below the bar. Just everybody, really, most people, and even me. Like I'm still trying to get up there when work towards it. But this would also be fitness. So like love what I see in in the mirror, and you can be as specific as you want with how that actually looks if you want. But if you just the payoff of being like, nice, I'm happy with that. You know, what the work that I did on my body, that'd be good. Quality food, water, nutrition, fitness. Yeah, I think that's good for now. There's absolutely more we can do, but I think that's good for now. So then let's go into, what does it feel like? Well, wealth feels like, for me, a huge one is peace. Just the weight lifted off your shoulders. Peace. That is wealth. Health, as I said, but feeling healthy. Feeling good. Most of the time. Energized. Sense of, let's say, consistent sense of joy, wonder, and awe. Wow! Look at life like a child. Just you see the wonder and the magic of all of existence around you. That's wealth. Peace, health, energies, health, wealth, love. For myself and others. Connection with others and myself, and we'll say the universe / God. Freedom. And this is the feeling. So this is, as you're writing these things down, connect to the feeling of what these things actually feel like. What does the freedom feel like? It's connected to peace. But freedom also is sense of adventure for me. Anything could happen. The world is in the palm of your hand. Peace, health, feeling good, energized. We got joy. That's a big one. Feeling joyful. Happiness is fleeting up and down, but you can bring the joy. You can choose to bring the joy to your life and situation through your perspective and your energy. Feeling happy, in my opinion, is more of a reactive term. Reactive to the circumstances and stimuli. But it's all about how you look at it, right? It could not be that if you choose to look at it a different way. Like the homeless person that's hanging out under the bridge chooses to be happy. And they're happy most of the time. They don't have to be. They choose to be. So don't make your happiness or joy dependent on external circumstances. Although I do understand how it affects it. It absolutely is difficult sometimes. But you start to make the shift in taking control of your life when you stop making how you feel dependent on your external environment or others. Peace, healthy, energized. That's taking responsibility for your life and your future. And you have to take responsibility if you want to intentionally create your future. Otherwise, you're going to be working someone else's plan. Someone else is going to give you your future versus you crafting it yourself. Health, wealth, love, and happiness. Fulfillment. That's a sense of purpose. Meaning. The fulfillment is doing the great work. And at the end of the day, at the end of your life, I'll explain this, and then I'll wrap up the video. So at the end of your life, imagine your life's a movie and you're watching it, and you get to see your whole life replay at the end. You're sitting in the movie theater and you're watching your every experience from your childhood, adolescence, young adulthood, middle age, into your older years. And you just watch the whole story unfold. I want to be able to, when that movie ends, when that story ends and the film goes black, I want to be compelled to stand up and start applauding, with tears running down my face, and taking a bow and giving it the credit that it deserves, because I want to say that was a great movie. That changed my life just watching it. That was an amazing experience. And I'm so grateful I watched that movie and I lived it. I want to feel proud. So connect to that idea. What would make you feel proud and feel like it was a life well lived? If you had to watch the whole thing, or if you got to watch the whole thing at the end of your life, what elements in that story would make it get a standing ovation? It's a wonderful idea. So with that, I will let you get back to your day. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for being here with me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It is free and it does help the channel, and that is one way you can support the channel, along with liking the video and commenting. Gets the video going, helps it out. So I would appreciate it if you could help out with that, if you would like to. And I just hope that this video gave you some value and gave you some good ideas, and I encourage you to build this out furthermore for your own individual situation. So thank you so much for being here. It was my pleasure to serve you today with this message, and I will see you on the next video.